He's jealous of both Griffith and Cusker for having a passion they burn so hard for, whereas he's just swinging his sword around because that's all he knows. He's even envious of Gaston. You know, the guy in Guts' command. His dream is to open a clothing store once the war is over. Rose trying to be the new Rick Owens or something. It's not some grandiose goal, but it is something concrete and something he wants to do and is passionate about. And so even though Guts doesn't know what he wants to do, he knows he wants something. He doesn't know what or where, but he knows he has some sort of purpose, and that's why he ultimately makes up his mind. Griffith and Guts seem like they're closer than anyone in the Hawks. They share secrets that no one else knows. Griffith talks to him differently than anyone else, and yet Guts doesn't really believe it. It's like he's constantly being looked down on by this superior being, and so he chooses to leave. Considering what we've talked about so far, this is pretty ironic. The brain challenging the brawn to a physical duel. Griffith, you're a fucking idiot. Idiot. This is again something Erwin didn't have to deal with. If Levi had decided that he didn't want to be in the Scouts anymore, Erwin would be cooked. That man will get ate up by a Titan or executed by the government, and the Eldians will be doomed. Erwin would never even have the chance to see out his dream. Griffith, who's always one step ahead, never gets outsmarted and always succeeds, couldn't foresee one of his own men leaving his side. The challenge from Griffith is pure desperation, the last and only move he can use to attempt to keep Guts around. This shows how ignorant, inconsiderate, and unknowing Griffith had been in regards to what type of person Guts really was, who he had become, and who Griffith had turned him into. But that bit of ignorance doesn't even compare to how ignorant Guts was about who Griffith truly was. Before the gang has to go and rescue Griffith's decrepit, raggedy ass, Guts makes it known that as much as he's helping out, it's only temporary before he leaves again, because finally he's found his dream. What I found really interesting is this sort of like paranoia he has as he tries to figure out what he wants, because as much as he has set out on this journey on his own, the only reason he did so in the first place was because he heard Griffith's words earlier. He put the batteries in Guts' back, so is he truly doing this off his own free will, or is he once again following Griffith? He's leaving all the people he loves behind, so is he actually doing what he wants here? Is this the right move? Throughout his whole life he's been swinging his sword around, fighting stronger and stronger opponents, but was he doing that because he enjoyed it, or because he was forced to do so in order to survive? The person who ends up being the most instrumental in helping him realize this is Godo. Just like Guts, Godo has been striking iron since he was born. He kept doing it, got better and better until he was an old man. He doesn't know why he does it, it's just something he does. But even then, there is one thing he really enjoys about being a blacksmith. Oh, Shiranata. Shiranawai. Guts realizes that he doesn't need some grand concrete dream the same way Griffith does, and that's fine. Instead, his dream is the way of the sword, honing his skills and fighting stronger and stronger opponents. That's why he doesn't want to join the band of the Hawks again,